The GOAT, it's the GOAT, it's the give it GOAT. The GOAT, it's the GOAT, it's the ever GOAT. The GOAT, the GOAT, I got a little tied up on that, but it's the GOAT.
We chilling, man. I got this hour blocked off for you, man. So we good, man. I got my Corona. I got a couple more. Say less.
Teck, what's in a Teccolata?
Oh, Teck a lot is we got the ice, we got the lime, we got the Corona, the salt. You know what I'm saying? That's a Teck a lot. The lime, Corona, salt.
Damn.
Oh, hot sauce. I gotta remember my hot sauce, right? My hot sauce. That's what I'm missing. My hot sauce.
Them Jones used to scare me, Teck. That's why I didn't have any, but y'all used to walk around with them. I'm like,
man, we used to kill them, especially me and Powell. We used to kill them. Like, you don't gonna take a lot? I'm like, baby, yes, let's do it.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say officially, welcome Teck to the GOAT Pod. GOAT Pod. I am Wendell Holland. For those that don't know, I am from the show Survivor. I'm here with I'm here with my best friend, the one and only Bryce Isaiah, the host of the Purple Pants Podcast, the star of Survivor 28. Bryce Isaiah, how we doing?
What's good? I'm excited to be here. We got Teck. Like, let's go.
And we got the one and only. You might know him from the Real World or the Challenge All-Stars or numerous other things. I know him as one of the most legendary personalities to ever grace our screens. The one and only Mr. Teck Holmes is in the building. How we doing?
Oh, man, all is well. Thank you. Thanks for having me, fellas. It's a good day in California. The sun is shining. My feet are above ground. My eyes are open, money in the bank, food in the refrigerator. Life is good, man. Life is good.
Life is good. You up to anything new?
Nah, I ain't doing shit right now.
All right. That's good. Sounds like a good life.
It ain't. I got to get back on. I've been traveling too much, man. I got this travel bug. When you travel too much, you like, man, that's all I want to do now. So,
right.
Yeah, I got to get back focused, man. I'm unfocused right now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm unfocused right now, bro.
Sometimes you got to take some time.
Yeah, and I keep it real. I don't be trying to lie and be like, yeah, I'm doing this. Nah, I ain't doing shit right now.
One second.
It takes too much to lie, man. I'm right now. I'm on the re-up. I was just telling everybody, I'm on the re-up stage right now. You know what I'm saying? I sold all my product. I got to re-up now.
That's real. Hey, sometimes you got to re-up.
You got to re-up.
Yeah.
Yep. Is this video or just audio?
It's video and audio.
Oh, okay, cool. That's why I put my lip stuff on. All right, cool.
Yeah, you got moisturized, bro. I got my lip stuff right here too.
Oh, yeah.
He a Negro.
Right.
That's your grandma.
Is that all? Do you only use that for chapstick, Wendell?
No, because I use it on my cuticles too. Okay, you just put some right here. Boom. Hit your cuticles. Hit your little dry, ashy knuckles. All of that. But anyway, Bryce, where were we?
Elbows. You get your knees. You put your hair for wave grease.
Bro,
you can cook with it.
Ashy ankles.
Have you ever cooked with Vaseline?
No, but I would. If it came down to it, it ain't never petroleum. It ain't never the same thing as oil. You know what I'm saying? It'll melt. You can cook with it because you can actually eat it. You can eat it.
You would fry some fish or some chicken?
Shit, depending on what you got. You know what I'm saying? It depends what you got. Now, if you got tilapia, I'm frying the tilapia first. But if you got a breast, I'm frying the chicken first. But if you got drumsticks and thighs, you can keep them to yourself.
Damn. Okay. You don't like the dark meat.
Nah, I mean only if it's a woman.
Bryce, get a dick. I ain't bring my bell to Orlando.
I'm crying. Teck, what was your initial thought when you got the call that they wanted you on a competition show called The GOAT?
You know what? I was honored. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been in the game since '99. You know what I'm saying? And still to get a phone call because I'm not really active like that. You know what I mean? I'm not the most active person on any platform. You know what I'm saying? So for them to call me, I'm like, yo, that's cool. That means that I'm still, an influencer. I still got something. So I was honored. And it's just all about relationships. I just want to tell the kids that you never know who you're gonna work with down in the future. it came to find out that I had worked with the executive producer Elon years ago. I had forgot, you know what I mean? He did a music video he shot, and I was in it, or I was there, or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, I did a music video, you were in it, blah 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 blah." You know, so I was honored, and I just found out that it came from a past relationship. So I was kind of, happy with myself that I didn't burn any bridges. You feel me?
That's great. That's great. I'm big on that too. You never know. Life is very interesting and strange, and sometimes it'll bring people back in your life, and you don't ever want to burn those bridges. So that's a great lesson.
And if you do burn a bridge, burn that bitch down. That's what I got a lesson. Don't burn a bridge, but if you do, burn that bridge down. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it gasoline, kerosene, diesel, put it all on it and set that bitch on fire. But you want to try not to burn bridges, for sure.
Fair enough. My question to you, Teck. So yeah, you got the call. We understand what, it was an honor to get the call. Now you're walking into the GOAT Manor and you see this random array of people on a show called The GOAT, but you see who's out there. What are your first impressions?
My first impression is I don't know any of these people. You know what I mean? Like, they ask me if I watch reality shows, and I tell everybody all the time, I watch the first 48. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my number one reality show. You feel me? Yeah. So,
when they give you the food, don't trust them. Don't trust them.
Don't trust them. You want some Popeyes, baby? Yeah. But so honestly, I watched like Naked and Afraid. I watched the All Stars now, Challenge All Stars, but I really, wasn't a reality watcher. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to have a whole learning curve of learning who these people are. So I just wanted to make sure I just made a good impression when I first walked in, because I really didn't know anybody.
Teck, I will say I was hype as hell to see you, bro. I watched you.
Thank you.
I think, Teck, man, I feel like I didn't meet you before, but I feel like I've seen you in Atlanta and I've been like, that's Teck right there. Like long ago, bro. I feel like maybe I was in college or something. I watched your Real World show. Like, I watched you on Hawaii and I was like, yo, that's the coolest guy in the world, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it. It's so funny though, but me and you had just kind of like communicated in passing right before the show. Because I think you wanted me to DJ one of your parties.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did message you about that.
Yeah, and I wasn't in town or something like that, and I was like, man, I can't, blah blah blah. But we communicated, and then you was like, yeah, man, you turned down my party. I was like, oh, that was you.
And then I remembered that, so I had to call you out a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was like, my bad.
Yeah,
you might not watch reality TV, Teck, but like, in all fairness, like, you're the godfather of reality TV, coming from like two black men like us, looking at you, coming from the Real World Hawaii and the Challenge OG. Was there anything you brought from those experiences into the GOAT house to prepare you?
You know what? I was telling Wendell yesterday, I slipped, man. You know what I didn't do? After watching it, I didn't turn it up enough. You know what I'm saying? Because reality television is a different beat than like acting and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And what I didn't do was I didn't take my past experiences and bring it to the GOAT house. I think I was a little too cool. You know what I'm saying? I didn't turn it up. I didn't bring Teck Money into the GOAT house. I brought Teck Holmes into the GOAT house. And those are two different people. You know what I'm saying? Looking back after I watched the show, I was like, bro, you kind of sucked, man. So what I didn't do is I didn't bring Teck Money into the house. You know what I'm saying? I was like there to play the game and kind of like make sure I didn't make it. I wanted to mature. I wanted to mature, and I wanted to make sure I kind of stayed in the game long as I could. So what I didn't do is I didn't bring my full personality into the house. You know what I'm saying? I should have brought more energy. So I feel like I didn't bring enough into the house. If that answers your question, Bryce.
No, absolutely. I do want to know, who do we have on the podcast? Do we got Teck Money, or are we talking to Teck Holmes?
Oh, look at the name right there. Teck
Money okay. I mean, it say Teck Money Holmes, so I mean, it's a combination.
Yeah, it's a combination. You got the full boat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you go. That's what I say. So after I look at the show, now when I do my interviews, is where I shine. You know what I'm saying? Now when I was doing my interviews, I was snapping. And they didn't even show that. I'm like, damn, I thought I could bank on at least my interviews coming through, because my interviews, man, that's what I got some puns and some one-liners now.
I remember, Teck, I would be in the house and I would hear you on an interview out back. And I'm like, I know Teck is out there killing it. This man.
I thought I was. I thought so.
Maybe those gems just weren't in. Bro, you were hilarious in the house. You were hilarious in the confessionals. I got a few funny sound bites on the show from you, but bro, I feel like they could. I feel like they could have. I feel like they didn't do you too many favors in the edit, but I feel like you gave them some gems.
Yeah. I gave some gems, but my edit was woo, you know, and it's cool because it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn. You know, daily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I do another show, if I go back on the, I'll say, okay, this is okay. They wanted you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna give them 99 Teck, but I should have gave them a updated version, just a little bit more.
A little bit. Yeah,
a little bit more.
Speaking of you being funny, you're hilarious. You've done stand-up, right?
Yeah.
Now I got a question. Coming from someone with that kind of experience, what did you think about the one and only host, Daniel Tosh? What did you think about him as our host? Another comedian.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I like Tosh's style. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't, I'd be like, he sucked. But I liked him. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked his style. You know what I mean? He's very quick, creative. You know what I mean? And he goes there. Like he went there. You know what I mean? Like he actually went there on the show. No holds barred. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that about him. You know, I've always watched Tosh. Everyone he was doing Tosh 0.0. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's quick and he goes there. So, you know, props to him. Yeah, I dug him. He was cool with us. He interacted with us. He wasn't an asshole. Yeah. You know, so yeah, props to Tosh.
Did you have any alliances in the house when you were in the GOAT Manor? And what was the dynamic? Because I'm hearing rumblings of an upstairs alliance and a downstairs alliance. What were those dynamics like?
We did have an alliance. Look, here's the thing. You know what?
And this question is for Teck Money, though. Just so we clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the real because when
I want to hear it.
So I just came off of the Challenge All Stars, you know what I mean, and we had an alliance called Save the Palace, but basically it was everybody in our room, you know what I mean.
The brothers.
And it was the brothers, and it was a white girl, you know what I mean.
Mel, was it Mel?
Yeah, it was Mel, right? Yeah. Me, Latarian, Nehemiah, and Mel. And we had another dude, Steven, but he crossed us and he had to go. So long story short, Save the Palace on the All-Stars, we stuck together. You know what I mean? It was us against the world. And when we came into the house, I thought we had another Save the Palace alliance. It was like me, Wendo, Davon, Reza, and a few other folks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going off the strength of I just came off an alliance. We said we're gonna get somebody black to the finals, and we did. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the same thing. But it wasn't like that, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of rumblings and this and that going on. You know, it was people having too many alliances, you know what I mean? So I wasn't used to that. So if I would have done it again, I would have started my alliance so soon, or I would have had another alliance, you know what I mean? But the alliance that I was in was some bullshit. I mean, let's keep real with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was me, you, Wendell, Reza, Davon. We had Pal, and it was supposed to be Jill, right? It was supposed to be, wasn't that it?
At some point, it morphed into that. It morphed into that. But they had all of her allies down there, and they were gunning.
Yeah, Davon had an alliance with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So had I known that, I would be like, oh, no, I'm not even messing with you like that. I would have formed something else. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I was coming off the strength of Save the Palace. We agreed on one thing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it for the, you know, skin folk, kin folk. You know, exactly. what y'all call it, the cookout. We're gonna have the cookout, you know what I'm saying? Barbecue, you know. But again, so my alliance was, I mean, it was some bullshit. You know, it was me and Wendell, Reza. We had like a guys alliance too. Definitely me and Wendell and Reza. We kind of like always had each other's back. So we were definitely a three amigos right there.
Yeah.
Davon has gotten a lot of criticism that I'm hearing that she was playing too hard. And I can think of like the talent show episode where she was scoring low strategically to ensure that she won. What do you think about that strategy?
Yeah, she like, first of all, Davon makes great. I watched it. I was like, she makes great freaking television. She makes great game moves, but they'd be too loud. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I knew that from the start because when I saw that coming, I'm like, she's a great game player, but she's too loud with it. And, you know, let's keep her, you know, white folk. Let me see. It's a psychological game in this thing. It's not just about having an alliance. It's about the psychology of who's you're playing against. You know what I'm saying? And white folk, they not gonna let you do all that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna, you know. I sound like my daddy right now. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the 70s. You know, so the psychology of her game wasn't gonna last long because there was gonna be some blowback, and I knew there was gonna be some blowback because of the way she was playing. She was too loud with it. You know what I'm saying? You could be strategic, but you kind of gotta be a little softer with it. You know what I'm saying? So I like her game moves, but in my opinion, they should have just been a little quieter because I saw it. I saw everything that was gonna happen to her came at the end. I saw it coming. You know, you see it coming, you like,
yep.
I see it coming. I see it coming.
I got a follow up for you. So if Devon's moves or game was a little loud, how would you describe Wendell's game?
Wendell's all facts. See, Wendell's like, he'll come after the fact. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to. Okay, he might want to push the issue, but he's going to do it from the back. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can lead from the back. Some people want to lead from the front, and some people want to lead from the back. You know what I'm saying? You know,
which way do you lead?
It depends on where what causes, what it calls for. You know what I'm saying? But that's a good leader, though. Sometimes the leader has to, because sometimes you got to do the elephant. You got to put the slowest person in the front. You got to do the elephant method. But then sometimes you got to take the lead and you got to do the wolf. Like you got to be that wolf. And you got to get out there and do it, whatever. So, bad analogy, but sometimes you got to do the elephant method. Sometimes you got to lead from the front. Sometimes you got to lead from the back. You know what I'm saying? So what Wendell would do, he'll sprinkle something out there, and then he'll come back and he'll try to smooth it out. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, hey, we got to, you know what I'm saying? Which is more of a Devon is more of a, hand. Wendell's more of an open hand. Did that make sense?
No, it does. No, remind me because my memory of the game's a little foggy. Which method worked better between the two? Who lasted longer in the game?
Okay, Bryce.
Oh yeah, no, Devon. Listen, hold on.
Okay, all right.
Let's clear this up, Bryce. Devon lasted longer, but it don't matter if you go home on the first challenge or the last challenge. If you don't win, you still a loser.
Ding! Hit that bell, Bryce.
Hit me with a ding. Hit me with a double ding.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Listen, we got the Olympics out right now, right? What's the silver medalist? The first loser. What's the gold medalist? The second loser. Okay, you still get a medal, but you didn't win the gold. You know what I'm saying? We got the same amount of money. She got a little more screen time. Yeah. But that check didn't change.
Right. Fair.
Okay.
Facts. Thank you, Teck. Thank you for letting Bryce know because, he's anyway. Thank you, bro. Some people gotta. Yeah. So anyway, I have a question.
Yeah, if you don't win, you're the loser.
That's it. Teck, did you have a favorite challenge in the goat manor?
I ain't gonna lie, swimming challenge. Well, the swimming challenge was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? That we lost technically. You know what I'm saying? That y'all beat it with the raft and everything. You know what I'm saying? Which was a great idea, bro. Like you put the switcheroo, boom, boom, boom. You just needed like two. You just needed like two more floaties on it. You needed like a little bit more of a floaty. That was a brilliant idea. Came with the okie doke on us, but the raft was a little too dinky. You know what I'm saying?
It was too dinky.
Yeah. You needed more of a you had a dinghy instead of you needed like a yacht. You had a dinghy. You know.
You're right. Yeah, we could have done a little better, but I thought, I was trying to switcheroo. Maybe I tried it too early. Maybe I played a little too hard too early.
No, it was just the design, bro. It was a design flaw. The concept was great. It was just if you would have put, like I said, but you had 6 floaties. If you would have put like 8 floaties, you know what I'm saying, or something that's made a little wider, y'all would have won, bro. Yeah, It was just a design flaw. That's all.
Yeah.
Now, it's the summertime out here. We're from Philly Tech, and I'm in my garden era, my green thumb era.
I see you.
Could you help me figure out, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
It's both. And man, it's a fly in here. Why is it a fly in here? I'm not tripping. I just don't want it on camera. I'm not one of those people. I just don't want it I
don't see it.
Okay. Tomato is both. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A tomato is bisexual. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We support.
A tomato can go either way.
A tomato can lead in the front or lead in the back. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
anything you want to share about the tomato and the slingshot, since it could go either way.
Man, Bryce, I see how you good. I said you set me up, bro. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. You know what? All about the game is about keeping your head in the game. You know what I'm saying? And my head wasn't in the game. You know what I mean? Because like again, we had a quote unquote alliance, right? So here's the thing. Devon got upset with Justin, right? This, before y'all started the episode. So she came to me like, "Yeah, we gotta get Justin out." I'm like, "Cool, I want Justin because cool." You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. And then, but my thing was, I always told everybody up front, I'm like, "Yo, we gotta get Joe out because you can't keep the handsome white boy around." Because I'm telling you, did I say it, Wendell? I said we gotta get Joe out because he's like a superhero. The white boy always wins in the end of the movie. You watch the movies, the white boy always gonna win. You know what I'm saying? The handsome white dude, he gonna hit the hero. So I'm like, yo, we got to get him out because if not, I'm telling you. So long story short, I thought we was gonna get Justin. We had a plan to get Justin out eventually, right? So when we came down to when I was on the team, I was like, okay, well, cool. If we win, if we lose, it's like gonna be a cool thing because we got Justin on the team and she always wanted him out. So she came and she's like, right before I started, she was like, trust me, we gotta do this. Trust me. Remember, we playing the. I was like, what's going on? So she had, gave me like a little pre-speech before I got to shooting the slingshot off. So I'm like, oh snap, what's going on? So instead of just hunkering down and just doing what I had to do, I'm in there like, what the fuck is we doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the play right now? Like, so my mind, I'm like, how you're not relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man. So as soon as the first two didn't go, that's when you kind of like started like, oh man. And then I didn't get no support. I didn't get no like, oh, it's all right, Teck. I was out. You suck, you dumb motherfucker. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So, I've just been cussing and cussing.
You good?
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically I kind of got, oh, thank you. So basically, I started getting like yelled at. So I was like, oh snap, why is they yelling at me? What's going on right here? I'm like, I wasn't understanding what was going on. I wasn't, understanding the play at the time. You know what I mean? So instead of like having my head in the game, I'm thinking about what my next move was, which is bad. You're never supposed to do that. You're supposed to live in the moment. I wasn't living in the moment, kind of like sort of panicking, you know what I mean? And that caused my whole little thing to collapse. So I wasn't in the game at the time. You got to keep your head in the game.
Man, we were standing by. We were right there. And my team, we were like, he's not throwing this. And we were like, Jack, like, this is not an easy thing to do. And he's not throwing it. And they were throwing you under the bus. I'm like, man, that's cold-blooded. But, and then I tried to do damage control. I tried to talk to them like, yo, he didn't throw it. But.
And even if I did throw it, so what? Let's go ahead and get Justin and Joe out. Bing, bing. Like,
yeah.
And then here's the thing. Like, listen, man. One thing I am is I'm very smart at like seeing the future. Let me say this: I'm a soothsayer. I see the future. I say things out loud just so I can prove to people later. Like I told Wendell, I was like, "Yo, we got to get Joe out," and it came to fruition. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, the person that she got an alliance with that she had to save was Joe. It was the person that got her, that they saved in the end and got her out. You know what I'm saying? So It's like, yo, if you stick with your original alliance, I'm not gonna say your name. You know what I'm saying? Until I have to. But whatever.
Yeah.
Protect the palace.
Save the palace,
Save the
baby.
palace.
Save the palace. Yep.
I didn't do a good job protecting the palace. I hated to see you go. I was blindsided. You were my dude in the house. Is there something that you're like, all right, this is what happened that led to my untimely exit in this house? Was there like a moment, or is there like things that you could be like, all right, this is the reason why? Was it just because it looked like you threw the challenge? Like, could you have made different steps to like actually have stayed in, do you think?
No, because I messed up. So here's the thing: even if I didn't technically, like, they didn't think I threw the challenge, I still had a bad performance. You know what I mean? So it was on me. Like I don't blame anybody for my exit except me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just all about performance. Had I had a better performance, I would have done better. And again, it's about keeping your head in the game, man. You got to keep your head in the game. You know what I mean? Whether you play football, baseball, basketball, you know what I'm saying? If you playing basketball, you can't be looking at the groupies in the freaking stands because the ball gonna hit you in the face. You know what I'm saying? if you playing baseball, you can't be in the outfield, chasing butterflies because you're gonna miss the fly, the fly ball. You know what I'm saying? For me, I had my, I would have my thinking cap on. What I should have just had my performance cap on. And I am a thinker. So again, I wasn't living in the moment. I was doing something what I shouldn't have been doing, which was thinking instead of playing the game and figure. If we would have won, I would have figured out what was going to happen later. You know what I mean? So to me, only thing I had to do was have a better performance, and I would have been in the game longer.
Yeah, it was very sad to see you go because I love the evolution of Teck, right? Watching you from the real world Hawaii, seeing a black man with blonde hair on our TV screens, seeing you on the Challenge OGs, being a fan favorite. I loved your style on the show. I thought it was amazing. But I do have to ask, like, that leather jacket and your boot exit was fly. Where you get that leather jacket from?
That's funny. So, Man, that was Wendell's jacket. You know what I'm saying? Man, my homegirl, man, that was Wendell's jacket, man. My homegirl was like, what was up with your last outfit? I was like, man, because I had my little suit game rocket, and I had something I was gonna wear, and the producers wouldn't let me wear it. I had a suit, saved for that day. The producers wouldn't let me wear it. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to wear then. I'm like, if I can't wear this suit, because I didn't bring nothing but suits. Wendell was like, I got you, man. So he came through, let me wear his jacket. I think he let me wear his red hat too, because it was cold. Yeah. Actually, it was cold in Atlanta. It was cold. Like that one time I looked like I looked way out of place with the suit and the hat on, but I was cold. I gotta be warm. But yeah, that was Wendell's jacket, man. Shout out to you, Wendell. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, good brother. I had to take care of my man, even though I didn't I didn't think you were going home, and I'm like, dag, my man just got voted out with my jacket on. It was a wrap for that jacket.
That was a wrap. Now I knew I was going home, man. But here's the thing, and Wendell knows, I tried to buy my way to stay. I was offering people money to stay. They just didn't show that. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had some good moments. I thought I was making good television. I was trying to make some good moments, but they just didn't show them. I was trying to buy my way. I was like, look, I got $1,000 to anybody that don't say my name. You feel me? I'm starting at a G. We can go up, but I got $1,000 for anybody that don't say my name.
Bro, we've done a bunch of pods, and we've done a bunch, and no one has said anything about that. Everyone was like, but something happened that we don't talk about.
I don't care. Teck money. It's Teck money, baby. You feel me?
True.
Money. But hey, I gotta live up to my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna negotiate shit. You know what I'm saying? Money talk, bullshit, walk a mile.
That's real. Teck, man, you got 2.5 decades in the game. Like, you are, like Bryce said, you're an OG out here. Of all the shows you've done, of all the experiences you've had, not just show related, was there any one particular one, a show or an experience that you loved the most, or that? And so is there anything that you love the most? And is there any particular shows or anything that you want to go
on? I think the best, I think when I did the Challenge 2000, when we had to jump out of a plane and like land by ourselves, like the Challenge 2000 was awesome. I got the bungee jump off the stratosphere after a crazy night, and I'm talking about I had the wildest night in Las Vegas. Imagine having the wildest night in Las Vegas, waking up and jumping off the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a story like that one. That's a story the guy got to tell in person. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then not only that, then you jumping out of a plane, and you have to jump by yourself. Like, you have to have an assisted free fall. You got somebody on this side, somebody on that side, but ain't nobody on your back. And you have to land on a target by yourself. You know what I mean? You can't. I've been blessed to do stuff like that. So I think the Challenge 2000 was probably the best show I've been on. But that was an experience that I never thought I would have. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what show do I want to go on? I would like to, if they ever have a Celebrity Top Chef, I like to go on that, and maybe possibly a Naked and Afraid, but I can't do it in the Amazon. I got to do it I got to do it where the bugs ain't that bad. I ain't gonna do it in the Amazon. The Amazon, the bugs will eat your ass up.
Bryce might want to do that one.
Listen,
I love Naked and Afraid.
We see. I was gonna say. I hope you don't say the first 48.
No, I don't want to be on that one. No.
Did you you've seen the Real World franchise do these homecoming series where we've seen the New Orleans did a homecoming. If they ever did a Real World Hawaii homecoming, is that something you would be interested in?
Man, fuck my cast members, man. Fuck the motherfuckers, man. I keep it real. I gotta keep it 100, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
Tech money.
But you check money. If the money's right, would you go back for a reunion for 3 weeks in the house in Hawaii with them?
Here's the thing. Let me keep it funky, man. I've tried. They called us. So when they were doing the series, they called us. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to rally the troops. You know what I'm saying? They offering like a nice 6 figures to go back for like 2 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? For vacation, basically. So I'm trying to rally the troops. I'm like, listen, we can at least talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, let's just. And everybody, they just act weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the weird energy. You know what I'm saying? And people first we was talking, then we weren't talking. I'm like, you know what? I'm cool, man. I don't understand your dynamics because I know everybody can use the money and everybody. Let's not say need. You know what I'm saying? Because need is a different thing. But everybody can use the money. You know what I'm saying? Different verbiage. So, and not only the money, we owe it to our fans. We were the #1 rated Real World for like a long time. We were like #1 out the gate. Yeah. We were like we had a groundbreaking season. You know what I'm saying? So not only do we owe it to our fans, we can get a nice little something for just coming back and just having a family reunion. And we can't get together. We couldn't even get everybody on the phone. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I'm cool, man. You know what I mean? This is a decision about our families, your family, my family. Again, I don't say anyone needs the money, but everyone can use a high 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking common sense. Just common sense. So I ain't talking to them motherfuckers, man.
Okay. I do. When you talked about jumping off the stratosphere in 2000 on the challenge, when the challenge OG came back to Paramount, I was at Wendell's house and we watched it. Can you please walk us through that first episode when y'all are doing that challenge and you got to swim out to the water? And next thing we know, it's about 37 ambulances. Yes, ambulances.
Yeah. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Okay. It's hard enough to hold. Like, I can swim. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can swim. You know what I'm saying? But, man, that water was cold. And it's like, it does something to your body. You saw when Arissa, when she went out there, you know what I'm saying? I think it just, like, shocked her body. Like, you can see her whole body just, like, tense up. So, when you're in there, you can't hold your breath because you're, like, shaking. So, it's like your whole system is just like shocked by the cold water and you can't breathe. So it just had everybody messed up. Man, that water was cold. It was coming down from the mountains. Like it was like pure like mountain water coming from the glaciers or whatever. Man, that water was cold. So that's all it was. It was just cold water. We was like polar bear swimming. You know what I'm saying? We was doing one of them things. You know what I mean? So again, like I can swim, but I was like, I can't even stay in the water long enough. So I was like, I'm straight. My little 155-pound body, I ain't got no extra fat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I had a strong team, you know. So yeah. And my strategy for that is that's why I volunteered, because I'm like, look, if I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna go home early. You know what I mean? Again, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do the quote unquote Devon, you know what I mean? You be there to the end of the last challenge, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather go home first. That way I don't feel like I missed something. You know what I mean? Because if you keep going on, it's like, oh dang, I wanted to be there. So I volunteered.
You could win. You could get to
No. What I'm saying is I don't want to go on that far and lose, is what I'm saying. Like that's why I volunteered first, because I said if I want to get in, I said I'd rather go home early than get all the way there, like almost to the end, and you lose, and you be like, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know what I mean? That's my thought process.
I got you. Do you have we're near the end of our questions. Do you have anything to say about the GOAT manner? Any questions for me? Do you have anything that you want to talk about the GOAT?
Man, the GOAT was great, man. So you know, Wendell, I binge watched it last night. I hadn't watched it because I was there. I hadn't watched it because I'm like, I've seen everything, but after watching it, it was funny. You know what I mean? I loved how you played the game, Window. You know what I mean? Again, like you were smart about it. I love intelligent players. You know what I'm saying? And you were being intelligent about it. Plus, you were holding your own when you were, winning and not winning or whatever. So, I think it was great. It was good to see the ins and outs, the back ends of everything. I wish I would have made a different alliance. How do you feel you did on the GOAT, Wendell? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think you did?
I felt I wasn't ever in an alliance with Day, a real one. I knew Day from real life, and I came in this house and it was good to see her. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to target her. And then when I heard about the women's alliance, we did our thing to kind of dismantle that. But then she it seemed like in the confessionals, she was saying a lot of like mean things about me. I'm like, in the game, we would talk. I told you on text, I'm like, yo, we would talk. Yeah, I talked to her and I think we'd be on the same page. Then I realized we weren't on the same page in the confessionals, which is fine. That's we have two different styles of game. So I think I played like I play games. I tried to be social with everybody and cool with everybody, despite playing a hard game. Like I play hard, but I also try to distinguish, everyone's a good person in real life. So I try to like make sure that people know who I am in real life, despite playing a hard game.
Yeah, and I think Davon got a bad rap because she actually was playing the game and people weren't playing the game. You know what I'm saying? And she did make that a point, like, yo, this is a fucking game. You know what I'm saying? You got to play like we can sit here. I can sit here, have dinner with you, talk about your kids and everything, but I'm gonna go vote you in like 2 seconds later. You know what I'm saying? That it is. Excuse me, beer. It is what it is. So I think they weren't playing the game originally, but they caught on quickly. So, but I don't think she should have a bad rap for playing the game. She did her best.
Yeah. She played great. She's a great competitor.
Great gamer. Just kind of needs to be a little more quiet. That's just my thought process. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what hurt her. That's the only thing that hurt her. It was just so loud. Because look at Powell. Powell was quiet. Powell was so quiet. You know what I'm saying? She was just always freaking out. I'm like, Powell, no one's even thinking about you. Am I lying? Like, no one's even said your name. No one's even thinking about you, Powell. All you gotta do is just smile, be pretty, make a Teck a lot and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. She was quiet. She didn't make any loud moves, and she won. So that's what. Yeah.
Any last words for Pal? She was one of your best friends. She was one of my great friends in the house. Any words for her?
Yeah, Pal, congratulations. Like you deserved it. I don't know if you know. I don't know if she said this, but she did this thing. She had a little notepad. Every day she would write, I think I am the GOAT. I will be the GOAT. She had basically had a notepad. Did you see it, Wendell? She had a note.
I remember that afterwards, I think.
She had a small notepad that she basically had filled up with I am the GOAT. I am the GOAT. I am the GOAT. Like she just had notes of her writing, I am the GOAT. And she manifested that. And it's like, yo, props to her because she actually manifested it and did it. Like that's unbelievable, So props to Powell. Props to my man Wendell. Like I loved everybody. I met Jill. Jill's a nice person to know. I can now go to the Hamptons and have someone to hang out. Shout out to Chef who made amazing food. Shout out to my man Justin who I think he thought I wasn't gonna like him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why do you think that? He's like, I didn't think you're gonna like me. I'm like, bro, what are you talking? I'm like, why not? You know what I'm saying? He was hilarious.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lauren. Sorry, Lauren, we had to do you like that. You know what I mean, Lauren? Like, but here's the thing: if you don't. It's a game, and if you don't make any prior alliances or even connections, then you know what I'm saying everybody's a disposable. So that's what it was with Lauren. We came in, we talked, but we didn't really talk. So we had to get rid of her. But shout out to Lauren, shout out to Tasia, everybody. I love the GOAT, man. I had a great time filming the GOAT. It was fun.
It definitely looked like you had fun. It was great to watch you. What's next for Teck? What is next for Teck Money in the future? What you got cooking?
I'm just gonna be doing this comedy. I got some comedy I'm doing right now. Fingers crossed, I'll have my special out soon. Probably, hopefully next year sometime I have my special out. I'm writing that right now, and a lot of traveling. I'm trying to get Winter to go to Colombia with me one time. He said he's gonna come with me. I don't know. You didn't do Jamaica. You didn't do Jamaica this year, did you?
No, they're doing it next week, and I'm on the road right now for the next 3 months filming Extreme, man.
Right. Congratulations on that.
What's your man, JD, man?
JR.
I keep on. What's your man, JR? I call him JR. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He pulled up on me just yesterday. He was like, "Yo, I know your boy Teck." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, that's my man. So for me, like I said, I'm doing my special, writing some more comedy and traveling, acting, you know, a lot of traveling. I love traveling. I just got back from where were we at? We were in DR. We were in the DR. We were in Bahamas and Miami.
Jeez.
So probably do some more traveling, some comedy, acting, you know. Who knows, man? Like I said, Bryce, the phone always rings, man. I've been blessed that the phone always rings. So, you know, we'll see.
Love that.
Teck, man, we appreciate you so much, brother. You're always welcome on the pod. If ever you want to chop it up or talk about anything, we'd love to have you. And yeah, man, thank you very much for joining us on the GOAT Pod. This was probably one of our more fun interviews with an absolute legend.
Wait, I got a question. Hold up. Wait a minute. When is the hotel being done? 'Cause I might be able to come shoot the special there at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Do something like that. You feel me?
Absolutely may. You absolutely
I saw the
may.
bottom. Yeah, so man. I need
the hotel. We're going to be opening within the month. We'll be open. If you want a space for free, then get in there before the month ends. But if you want a space that's like, you know, we got to be smart about when we book people and stuff, whatever. Well, I'll get you in there. I'll find time to get you in there.
I can't do it within a month, but first of all, congratulations. Props to you, bro. And I want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just shooting it out there as an idea because, you know, I am a producer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm trying to figure out, you know, we can make ways to make things happen, brother. But yeah, I would love to come see it for sure, bro.
It's dope, man. You'd love it, man.
Shout out the Gas Lamp Hotel.
Yes.
Gas Lamp. Yes, sir. Yes.
Well, again, Teck, thank you so much for joining Bryce, Isaiah, and myself. We will be in LA. You know, we got the Bryce and One present our events, so we're gonna be in LA throwing a nice Survivor event, and we'd love to have you sometime this fall. And other than that, man, thank you very much. We appreciate you, legend. Hats off to you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Bryce. Thank y'all, man. Hey, congratulations on you brothers doing it, man. Keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you want me, man, I'm there, man. I got you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's Teck Money. Teck Money in the building. You keep saying Teck window. It's Teck Money. Yeah. Stop playing.
Teck Money.
Tell Bryce, put some respect on my name.
Sincere apologies. Teck Money in the building. We out.
We out. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You better listen in public, might make your stomach hurt. Ooh. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to unwind, you better get that box wine. It's the Purple Pants Podcast. You're trying to get your snack, you better hurry right back though. It's the Purple Pants. It's the Purple Pants.